Sacramento. While we're down there, we might go on hikes. See some trees look like they have spikes. The weather was great and the trip was fun. Eventually we'll go back to get more sun. Puerto Rico, see you in my dreams. Puerto Rico, we'll bring more sunscreen. Puerto Rico, see you in my dreams. Puerto Rico, we'll bring more sunscreen. A trip to Puerto Rico.
So welcome to this week's Week in Review. This week, as promised, is part 2 of the Puerto Rico trip. So this week contains Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday while we were down there. So Sunday was the actual day of the wedding of Rich and Evia, so don't have much video from that day as we were just in the moment enjoying it while we were there. The place that they got married at was absolutely beautiful. The whole ceremony was great. Weather was a little tricky for them with the rain threatening the whole time. It got postponed a couple times, but still worked out and everything was beautiful. The next morning, we called it Beach Bum Monday. Due to being out late from the wedding, we all kind of woke up, and our original plan was to end up at the rainforest again that day for another hike. But once we got down to the beach, and started jokingly at first and took a couple beers down in the morning, and then that kind of got the ball rolling. The next thing you know, we had gasolina rolling, and then Lisa and Murphy came over, so we ended up just being down the beach, which was nice because it was the closest thing to a private beach ever. We were the only ones there, so it was absolutely beautiful. So we stayed down there, we swam, we sat in the shade, we petted the dogs, and just kind of vegged out there and made a day of that. Eventually moved up to the pool in the condo area. After that, Tuesday was the day we were actually flying out, but technically we weren't flying out till Wednesday morning at like 2 a.m. So we still jam-packed that day as well. And we did get back to the rainforest that day. So we went to hike all the way up Mt.Britton to the top of another tower, but this one was far higher, and we got to drive the car up to the point where we got blocked off on Saturday's hike. So that was a very neat experience. So lots of clips from that part. After that, we went back to the condo again, and then Rich and Evia came over with Murphy and Lisa. So we had kind of dinner together, and then we said bon voyage because we made our way to the airport, but not before stopping at Ocean Labs Brewing Company again, this time with the full crew. Literally right across from the airport. So we hung out there till they closed, basically, and then went over to the airport to check our luggage and just begin waiting. So here's some clips from that. So Sunday morning, woke up after getting breakfast sandwiches for the crew and then running to Walmart to get some stuff that we needed. We realized we were already about halfway up to Ocean Lab Brewing Company, so we figured, let's stop in there and see what it's like, make sure it's worthwhile. And this place was worth it. The beers were great, the atmosphere was amazing, and man, did they have one of the best cycling sections ever. So we loaded up all our groceries, and it was funny because while we were having the last beer at the brewery, we said, oh man, what if we hit traffic or something on the way home? We're like laughing about it, and then we actually did. So it kind of went into almost panic mode because we had to make it to the wedding yet. We ran the cows that got in our way and made us stop. But it worked out okay, all was well. We made it back with plenty of time to spare, and the girls were happy because we brought them back some booze to help aid them in their prepping for the wedding.
Ed's got some kind of guave mixed drink thing. He actually did a sample of it at Walmart. They were giving
gave us booze samples at Walmart.
booze samples at Walmart.
Yeah, wait till you try this stuff with it. You ready for a drink?
Guava flavor. Los Hermanos.
Can you just please shower and rinse off your scalp?
I'm fine.
Will you please just rinse off your scalp?
I just gotta throw some deodorant on the pits, put on more sunblock, and I'll smell peachy.
Can you just...
So once we all got ready, it was off to the wedding, and as stated before, had a blast there, just a great time. And afterwards, came back to the condo and hung out there for a little while longer, played some pool upstairs before everybody finally crashed out for the night. So Monday morning, as stated, after some coffee, we all made our way down to the beach and hung out down there with these beautiful puppies. So it was a beautiful day, beautiful morning, and it was kind of just what we needed at the time, was just a day to just relax and enjoy where we were. And most of you probably know I'm not much of a beach person, but I always told Leah if she could get me to a beach that's on the Corona commercials where it's just me and her in a chair with a beer, I would enjoy it. And I don't know, I think this was pretty close. May have even been better because there was dogs here. If only we could have gotten rid of this guy leaf blowing. I don't know, it must have been a big mountain bike race coming through later. And then as soon as the gasolinas came out, we kind of knew we were in this for the day. And then we tried to convince Stein that the water was safe, but he didn't believe us.
dogs are just amazing. They hung out with us the whole day, just as if they were ours. There was also iguanas everywhere, and some of them got pretty big, but I didn't get any of the big ones on video.
Okay, now Murphy, pretend you're getting hit.
So then Tuesday morning, we woke up early and headed out to the rainforest so we could make it there before the crowd did, so we could get the car all the way up to the top. Saw some school buses along the way. Man, even the school buses in Puerto Rico are pimped out. So this is already past the point of where we got on Saturday, and man, it got narrower and tighter, and oh, I just thought about riding a bike up it the whole time. So that was our goal today, to climb all the way up there to Mt.Britton Tower. Going up there. And this trail was neat. It was like a concrete single track going the whole way up this mountain, switch back and forth. Just incredible. And we made it. And the views from atop the tower were awesome, as you could imagine. And when we first got there, it was pretty crowded, so we stayed up there for a little bit and then went back down to the bottom of the tower. But then we realized everybody kind of left, so we went back up to the top of the tower again, and we were the only ones there. Then we started to make the descent back down to the car. And then on the way back down, we realized why they only allow a certain amount of people up there in cars at a time, because parking gets pretty tight. We wanted to stop and look at one more spot on the way down, so we kind of found a spot and rammed it in there really quick and scoped out this spot. And then after that fantastic rainforest tour, went back to the condo, and Rich, Evie, and Murphy, and Lisa came over again for a bon voyage drink, as we had to leave to go to the airport soon. But as stated, we went back to Ocean Labs quick, which was right across from the airport, so we hung out there before we went to catch our flight.
So that's it. Hope you enjoyed those 2 episodes. So trip went great, no complications at all. So we definitely all want to go down there again at some point, and especially do some activities that we didn't have time to on this trip. Definitely want to get down there and ride bikes for sure. I would love to climb that road that we went up in the cars. I would love to ride that on a bike. That would be amazing. There's also the Tour to Puerto Rico or something like that it's called down there, where Jujubis actually did it this year. Rich mentioned that, but I don't think I can swing the time off for work. It's in January. I'm not sure if it's that time every year. I would assume so. But that seems neat if we just steal that route when we visit and do some of that riding. But great trip. Hope you enjoyed. Upcoming on the schedule here, I still have some video from a Bald Eagle ride to get to, P-Town ride with Piper, and then and then we had our first officially sanctioned Friday night P-Town ride this week. It actually didn't rain on a Friday. It looked like it was going to, so I didn't post that we were riding until about 4 o'clock that day. But it was actually clear, and we even made it back to the house before the rain did come. So good ride there. Hopefully start that season on the right note, and hopefully get some dry Fridays unlike last year. But that's it for now. We'll see you out there.
Puerto Rico, see you in my dreams. Puerto Rico will bring more sunscreen.